Hi, everyone. I'm Sahar, and I'm excited to tell you about Maziwa. Over 2 million African children die every single year for preventable, treatable reasons. And I've always been keenly aware that I could have been one of those children if my dad hadn't moved from East Africa to Canada 35 years ago. So that's why I spent 3 months at a maternity clinic in the outskirts of Nairobi, Kenya, to dig into deeper the reasons for these senseless infant deaths. Here, I learned the unfortunate reality that babies who are not breastfed exclusively for the first 6 months are 14 times more likely to die than those who are. And this is because breast milk, unlike any other form of nutrition, is magically formulated to every single child to adapt as they grow, to change when they fall sick, and even to change over from day to night. So this led to my conviction that nothing should stop a mother from breastfeeding her own child. Despite this, most of the Kenyan women that I spoke to actually stop exclusively breastfeeding when they return to work, as early as 1 month after giving birth. They resort to substitutes like other milk, soft foods, baby formula, which all increase the health risks for both mother and child. These women are making the impossible choice of staying at home to feed their babies and going into work in order to be able to feed their families. On the other hand, only 7% of mothers in Kenya use a breast pump, unlike 75% here in the US. So to understand why, I heard from over 700 Kenyan women that they didn't feel like breast pumps are an appropriate solution for them to balance breastfeeding and working. Now, I'm not sure how many of you in this audience have actually ever used a breast pump, but anyone who has will tell you that it's an uncomfortable, painful, cumbersome process. And so now I'd like you to imagine trying to do this in a workplace where there's no private lactation room, where access to electricity is unreliable, so you have to use your bare hands or a slow manual pump that takes up to 45 minutes 2 times a day. And even if you manage to express breast milk, there's actually nowhere to store it. Moreover, you're getting conflicting information from friends, family members, nurses. There's a stigma that makes you feel guilty if you're not breastfeeding, but shameful if you're doing it in public. And your employers and caregivers don't know how to best support you in your pumping routine. So after all these insights, we developed the idea of Maziwa, which is the only breast pump that is specifically tailored to working women in low-resource settings. Maziwa is discreet enough for a variety of work environments. It has a lithium-ion rechargeable battery-powered suction and a portable storage cooler for milk. More importantly, it comes with guidance and advice from lactation consultants. We've created a social community for moral support and education. And we're providing materials to educate caregivers on how to feed the baby, clean the breast pump, warm the milk, and materials for conversations that are difficult with employers to create a more conducive environment for breast milk expression. We're targeting a middle-income Kenyan woman. This group actually displays the lowest rates of exclusive breastfeeding when they return to work. And they're making the decision between returning to work and staying at home after their first baby. And when we presented the idea of Maziwa to these women, 86% of them demonstrated interest in purchasing the product, and over 100 of them gave us their contact information to be on the wait list for the product. Our go-to-market strategy starts with my move to Kenya this summer, where I will pilot launch the idea with Jacaranda Maternity, my former employer, followed by a pipeline of 9 other maternity clinics that will sell the Maziwa breast pump for a commission while also providing trusted guidance and advice to these women. In the long term, we plan to launch at other retailers after we demonstrate some traction. And we already have a relationship with the CEO of the largest pharmacy chain in Kenya. So while we're starting in Kenya, where there are 1 million women giving birth every single year, creating a market size of $42 million, we know that this could be 17 times bigger if we scale across sub-Saharan Africa, where similar challenges exist. Our affordable design gives us a price point of $100. Now, this is actually comparable to a lower-tier electric breast pump that is available in Kenya right now. And it's significantly cheaper than what these women are already spending on baby formula over 6 months. This gives us a gross margin of 50%. Plus, we'll add on services like delivery of milk, consumable sales, and flexible payment options that will drive recurring revenue. More importantly, this simple intervention will make an exponential difference in reducing mortality rates, preventing serious illnesses, improving brain development and cognitive function among children, reducing cancer rates among mothers, and increasing the number of women who remain in the workforce after having a baby if they choose. I'm the founder of this business, and I come with 6 years of experience launching and commercializing products in the healthcare space at companies like Johnson & Johnson in Canada, the UK, and most recently Kenya. And I'm very lucky to be supported by a strong team of Northwestern students that come from a variety of backgrounds in engineering, global health, and business management. And we have quite a few mentors, partners, and supporters in the field that are going to help make this a reality. In terms of next steps, we'd like to achieve our fundraising target by raising another $45,000. We are finalizing our working prototype to move towards the design for manufacturing stage. I'm going to be moving to Kenya in August and launching the pilot at Jacaranda Maternity in September. So thank you all so much for your time, and I hope you'll join us in this journey to create a society where nourishing the world's future no longer compromises your economic future.